My name's Michael Christopher, and I'm living in New York City. Every day I wake up, have breakfast, and go to my job. I see people doing the same things, going to their jobs, shopping, and living their lives until one day they die. I always ask myself, why? Why are we living in this world? What are all these people doing on this planet? Is there any reason for it? What is the meaning of life? Who created us and why? Is there any God? If there is a God, then what God wants from us? Is there anybody who knows what we are living for?
Christianity has its roots in Judaism, and in the Jewish tradition, there is one God. And as Christians, we reverence and worship one God. And Jesus came to teach us who God is and how God wants us to live. Christians believe that our spirits pass over to a life that has no limits, in kind of an eternal embrace of God.
God continues to care. He is at the wheel. He is guiding the ship. We may not always be able to see the captain, but he is there. Someone is at the wheel. And that God revealed his word to man. That word is the Torah. Judaism teaches that Torah continues to guide our lives, even if there are some things that maybe appear to be thousands of years old and may be ritualistic in nature, but we still observe them and hope that they guide us and they speak to us.
Islam basically is another new religion. It is a continuation of the message that had been revealed to the previous prophets. So Muslims believe, first of all, in the oneness of God. We believe in the life after death. Muslims do believe that this life is temporary. Yeah, it's very important, because here in this temporary life where we prepare ourselves for the next one.
We are in front of this temple, the temple of Chak, the Ringa. They make this ceremony and this explanation, and after they take the offerings up, and only the great priest has the right to put the offerings inside the mouth of the god, which is the door. I believe the thunderbolt god has some hatches, see, some knives, so they produce the thunders, see.
The Greeks spent much time and effort erecting temples and shrines, like these right here, as places of respect where one could bring their sacrifice and offer to the god. Another belief in Greek culture was also that one had to be buried with all the wealth and goods that was accumulated in one's life, so that one could take it with them into the next one. People were buried with food, clothes, and jewelry. Kings were buried with chariots, horses, as well as bronze weapons.
The ancient Egyptians had a strong belief that the soul comes back to the body after some time of his death, and they believe some people are granted this everlasting life. And the purpose of mummification was to keep the body so that it would be found by the soul. And when they made the mummification process, they had another problem, which is the face of the mummy, or the way we look, is not as handsome as we used to look when we were alive. So they invented something else, which is what we call the mummy portraits, found in the beginning in an area called the oasis of Fayum tombs and temples.
Well, we Hare Krishnas, the society is known as International Society for Krishna Consciousness, or ROOZBAHANI, commonly known as Hare Krishnas in the West. The message is basically we can develop love of God by chanting of His holy name. Demigods are like given a different department in the material world to head off those departments. Like there is God for water, God for air, God for rain, God for earth. So there it is mentioned that 33 crore, like 330 million demigods.
Wow.
It's a huge number, but it's a huge universe to maintain.
We walk around the Kaaba and we are dressed ihram, white color, for 7 times. Here, all these people are the same. No poor people, no rich people. We will come and stone the small shaitan and the medium one, the biggest one, by 7 stones, and we will reject it, the shaitan by all Muslims, inshallah.